Are you ready, Kingsman?
Oh, I'm so ready, and I was actually laughing because Johann in the chat was memeing. He said he was ready level 15. That's pretty funny, actually. For those that don't know, level 18 is the only level for starting here in the World Championships, but that is a bit of a joke there. So. They're ready to go, piece of Chen. Yes, the countdown's epic, ladies and gentlemen. The second foursome of this group are about to get underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris around. Let's do it. Let's go. Who's going to join our winners so far in the next round?
Yeah, some tough calls here on, I think the top match is especially close. We all know that Johann is the underdog on bottom, but he has been bringing it recently. He got a new PB last night. Let's see if he can bring that energy into this match against the one and only Pixel Andy.
Yeah, again, it's a tall order, as we mentioned. We just talked about his story of how he was able to get here. Did a fantastic job to, get in to the tournament by putting up his PB. And as you mentioned last night, a new PB, 959K for Johann. So, if he's going to do it, this is the time now. There's the fist bump from Johann. He gave it to you. Gives it to the crowd. 34,000 for Johann, 47 now, 70,000 for Andy on the bottom. At the top there, you got 55,000 for Laser Monkey, 53,000 for Radmir. Early days around for all players.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing to note is that we are using Max Out Club, so thanks to shout out to Trey for putting most of that together. If not putting all of it together, he is a pretty smart dude, to say the least. I've had the pleasure of working with him recently, and the benefit of that is, so in online tournaments, Andy, we can't see his level 27 or level 7 palette, so thanks to Max Out Club, we can probably see what is happening, and not invisible Tetris on level 27 here for Pixel Andy.
Yeah, indeed. As you mentioned, Trey, I would really call him a technical wizard. It is really his craft. The thing he does to make all this possible is tremendous. Being behind the scenes a little bit, I get to see what's going on, and honestly, it's remarkable what that man can do. He is brilliant, and we really have to thank him for being able to have these players get this tournament played out, because without him, I really don't think this would be happening.
Alright, so early days here. We got 155k for Radmir, 143k for Laser Monkey. It's behind by just short of a Tetris. Laser Monkey drops that Tetris to take the lead. And on bottom, Pixel Andy with a pretty commanding lead to start, about 100k.
So early days here as players are just getting kind of warmed up and situated. We talk about, we didn't get a chance to really talk about ELO too much. Chen, ELO is becoming a thing that people are using to judge where players' rankings are and, where they fit in the world of competitive Tetris. So, for this matchup, Pixel Andy is the overwhelming favorite. ELO ranking is currently number 11th in the world, when we got like over 500 players that are rated with ELO. And Johann is the number 155 overall. So this is an overwhelming favorite here. They've actually played before. Back in February was the only time these two have played. It was a Classic Tetris Brawl match, which is a league or tournament that is also held by Pixel Andy's brother, Dog Playing Tetris. He is the organizer for that. And Andy was victorious 3-1 against Johann several months back.
Wait. They're brothers? I never knew this. Is that true?
No, spoiler alert for Chen there, yeah. It was revealed at the qualifiers that both Pixel Andy and Dog Playing Tetris are related. It kind of dispelled the rumors of that they were the same person. Some people thought maybe that Dog was the alt of Andy, the tapping alt. But they put that rumor to rest. They are both tremendous players, and they finished, I think, the 4 and 5 or 6 or something like that in their respective seedings.
Interesting. I did not know that. Wow, that's a big that hit me, because they are both, to be brothers and be towards the top here is actually a pretty cool story. Meanwhile, Laser has kind of a rough build up top there.
And Radmir was getting way high. He luckily got the right piece. Then he taps over that long bar for the Tetris. So Radmir get another long bar. He'll be safe. 298 for Radmir, 285 for Laser Monkey. Very close game as they're over 100 lines now on that one. At the bottom, we are approaching 100 lines. Andy, a dominant lead at 422. Johann at 221. He's got a lot of work to do to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if Johann can close that gap. Andy, it looks like he's going to have to do some digging right now, so maybe Johann can take advantage of it. If he can get something dirty here, but Johann also has to do some burning. Ooh, Laser. Questionable building for Laser up top here. We'll see what he can do. He's a competent player, and as long as he doesn't miss control, I believe he can get out of this.
Yeah, he too is a hyper tapper, so he should be able to get enough pieces left and right over. That right side could be a little bit tricky. Does get a T over, but that's all he can get. And that's going to be it! Oh, man, Laser Monkey! Oh, too high, not the right piece to get out. He's finished at 340. Radmir at 416 has taken game number 1. GG's. At the bottom, Johann is in trouble himself. He's got about 10 lines to go, so he really needs to try to fix this board up quickly before he changes over. Andy, meanwhile, has got a pristine board at 502, a 240,000 point lead already. And he'll change over. This is absolutely, he's crushing it right now, Chen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Johann's got his work cut out for him if he's going to want to get caught up. He might also need to bank on Andy messing up here, so we'll see what happens. But it's hard to make that prediction that Andy's going to mess up because he's a pretty consistent player, which is why he is deserving of that number 11 ELO spot. Both players are already on top. Let's get that started.
All right, so there we'll get game number 2 underway. Radmir with the 1-0 lead. Johann got out of that entire mess and actually got this board cleaned up, but he has a lot of ground to make. He's down 270,000 points, and it keeps increasing. They'll hit Tetrises to keep it about 270, but Johann would really just have to kind of just go lights out the rest of the way, and as you mentioned, need Andy to kind of slip up now in order to chase.
Like an Andy
triple there for Andy as he is continuing on. There's a Tetris in 621 for Pixel Andy, 329 for Johann. You get a S down the right side, another one there, getting the safety doubles. He's playing it safe here. Chen looks like he doesn't want to, really go out with a top out. He is chasing now, 264,000 points, but even if you're down that far, just gotta play it through. You saw what happened with Svavar.
Right.
He played it through a tough dig and survived and actually got the win. We'll see what Johann can do here.
Yeah, the gap is actually getting extremely large here at this point, so maybe Johann might need to turn it up. He is down by over 200,000, but also just play in your comfort zone. If you play out of your comfort zone too hard, you might just lose the game regardless. So we'll see how Johann approaches this here. Meanwhile, up top, Radmir with he's gonna have to do some burning to get back to scoring some Tetrises.
Yeah, and a bit of a gap going on, but he is burning this down, so he should be okay. He's at 103,000. Laser Monkey at 77,000. Johann and Andy continue on. Andy is just on cruise control at this point. Beautiful adjustment of a T to accommodate the S at the top. And here's a Tetris in 793. It's a 322,000 point lead. Very dominating start for Pixel Andy in this game number 1. Johann just playing it through. He's continuing on. 503 for Johann now. I think a triple. 511 for Johann, and Andy is looking to perhaps make a statement here, Chen. He is coming out and says, you know what, I'm going to teach the world what I can do. And Johann is in a major mess now, and he's going to give it up there. Not much you can do. You're down over 300,000 points. Head to level 26. That's it. Pixel Andy will take game 1 convincingly. GG's.
I think considering Johann, actually most of that gap came from his level 18, where he can probably do a little better next round. He actually handled the 19 play pretty well, so we'll see if he can maybe shape up his 18 a little bit more, or to get some more score and make that more competitive next round. And meanwhile, up top, score check for the players. Laser Monkey with about 211,000, Radmir with 189,000, and very close match up top. Tetris separating them.
And there you go. Andy will get to the max out there. And Chen, we got a guest here in the chat. The 7-time world champion Jonas is here. It says Johann's a handsome looking fella.
He is indeed, Jonas. I agree. I think we can all agree that Johann is handsome. Shout out to Johann for looking handsome. And yeah, I don't want to toot his horn too much here.
I would tell Jonas it takes one to know one. You know, he's a good-looking guy there too. Oh, look at the line spin there from Radmir. He pulled it off, showcasing that he could do all these spins. 221 for Radmir, 262 for Laser. There's a Tetris in for Radmir.
All right, we're ready on bottom. Hop into game 2.
All right, they're going to get ready to go in game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. That countdown begins. So we'll get that one set up.
Yeah, Jonas also pointing out, we did have this discussion earlier that Andy does indeed have the more comfortable chair. This was a point of contention and a potential reason for Andy to be a favorite in this group.
Oh, indeed, yeah. So let's see what he can do. Let's take a look at their ELO rankings while we get that set up. Meanwhile, Johann needs a fist pump in for Tetris. So they'll continue on. Let's take a look and see how we're doing with Radmir and Lasermonk. We'll get, for those ELO fans out there, what's their ELO rating? How's this shakedown? And we look at it. ELO ranking here, as you mentioned, Chen, really would favor the Lasermonkey, 58th in the world with a 1650 ELO rank. And Radmir at 115th rank with a 1550 overall rating. They've never met before. This will be a first-time matchup between the two. So you are getting a good one with tappers tapping away.
Yeah, Radmir is a player I'm not as familiar with, but he's bringing it right here, right now. He's showing some clean stacking. Might be able to catch up here, considering looks like Phillip has to go through some burns here to be Tetris ready again. So Radmir is poised to close the gap. Yep, within 3,000 now of Phillip's score.
Yeah, and the reason we don't see too much of Radmir, he hasn't actually had that many online competitive matches to date overall. We're looking at, he has got a total of 13 matches in the book. He's 5-8 overall to Lasermonkey's 79 match total. Laser is at 44 and 35. So overall in the ELO sheets here, the prediction would say Lasermonkey favored by 64%, but he's down 1-0. At the end of the day, he's still got to play the games. Anything can happen. It tells you on paper, it doesn't tell you the story. And we got a transition going here, Chen.
Yeah, transition, and okay, Phillip gets a much needed long bar to kind of relieve that pressure here. Let's see if he can open up the right once again. He's ready, waiting for the long bar to bring his board to a much more comfortable state. I'm going to take the triple instead. There it is. There's that Tetris. And neck and neck up top here.
Yeah, nice row 2 Tetris there for Phillip. 473 now for Phillip. 519 for Radmir. They are going to war for game number 2. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Johann has got a bit of a mess on his board. That team is not going to go anywhere. Now throw a J in the center. But Herring Square and Herring L's are going to finish him off. He's done at 176. And Pixelandia at 261. Take game 2. GG's.
Yeah, nice start here for Pixelandia. Unfortunate early 18 top out here for Johann. But I think we are all ready for the reverse sweep of the underdog Johann versus Pixelandia. Let's see it, Mr. Johann. Let's see what you got. Meanwhile, top Radmir with a 85,000 point lead. Sorry to cut you off there, Kingsman.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no, you got me good. So he's had an 85,000 point lead. Lasermonkey was in trouble throughout, but he's cleaned it up. There's a Tetris in. 551 for Lasermonkey, 611 for Radmir. This one is not over by a long shot. We're on level 23s for both as they go hot and heavy. Tetrises are flying for each of our players. 641 for Radmir, 580 for Phillip. He is down 61,000 points. Radmir will add another Tetris to get the lead back to 88,000, but Lasermonkey no quit. Another one. So hot and heavy actions. We go to level 24. Our bottom players are getting underway for game number 3. Johann on the ropes. He will be heading down to the loser's bracket if he can't solve Pixelandia here in game number 3. And at the top, Chen, this is a banger.
Ooh, absolutely. It's within a Tetris. Even as these levels progress as well, like the Tetrises are worth more. So we're gonna see maybe some score discrepancies if either player have to burn at this stage. It's all or nothing. Only 30 lines left for Phillip, and Radmir about 35. And Radmir has a 2 Tetris lead.
And Laser, meanwhile, is going to try to get that long bar. He needed that to help open the right side, but he desperately needs another one. Can he get one more long bar? Yes, he got it! Ooh, what a tap there by Laser Monkey. Ooh, and he's going to try to get this left side cleaned up. He's taking his appropriate burns, laying pieces flat because it's so tough to tap over to that left side. He got another one in, and he's brought this board down, Chen, but he's down.
He's
almost.
down.
Oh, but Radmir has hung it.
Yeah.
He hangs the J in the square, and he's finished. But Laser Monkey is down 80,000 points. He's got to build here. He's running out of room. He'll get a Tetris in the center, but he is a run out of time. He's only got 4 lines left. This board is not going to be optimal, and that's it. He's done for game 2. And Radmir, by the skin of his teeth, has got that one. GG's.
Yeah, Radmir almost handed Laser the opportunity there, but Laser was having some issues and unfortunately was playing too high to be able to stack as he would have liked. And Laser is ready for this game 3.
So they'll both get ready to go here. That was a tight one at the top. Laser Monkey now down 2-0. He's in the same boat as Johann. A must win here in order to stay alive. Reminder that this is just a first round of the winner's side. So losers of these 2 matches will face each other in the loser's side of the coin. The winners will go one-on-one here. And Chen gave you a little ooh because he saw that misdrop by Johann. And Johann will get the long bar in for a Tetris. He's shaking his head because he knows he's in a lot of trouble. And got a fortunate long bar to keep him alive a little bit longer. But now he's got to do a lot of patchwork, Chen.
Right. Yeah, I'm usually a good indicator of a misdrop with my social cues there, or my auditory cues. But yeah, Johann is down by 150,000 and has quite a bit of burning to do, so he's really on the ropes here for this game 3. It's going to take a miracle to come back at this point.
Meanwhile, Andy is clean as a whistle there, Chen. 316, give me a hell yeah for Pixel Andy. 139 for Johann as he continues to try to survive. He is running on borrowed time at the moment. He is bringing this board down to keep this match going. And good triple there for Johann. He got the right L and long bar flat and a nice J tuck on the right side. So he is surviving. He is surviving. But he is now trailing 167,000 points to Andy, who is Chen. Andy is basically on top of his game today. He is going to be the force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Yeah, he was able to bring a max out already, and we're going to see how he shapes up here in the future of this group. I don't want to call it for him just yet. I'm still hoping here for Johann. See that reverse underdog story right here, right now, man.
Everybody's rooting for Johann here. They want to see that they're saying, Bora, Johann, Bora! You know, that means go, Johann. They're rooting for him. They want him to succeed. He's in a tall task. He's surviving, though, Chen. At least he's giving the crowd that much. Right. He's showing that, here's one of the reasons why he's able to make it to the top 64. His survivability is right there.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got a close game up top. Actually, Phillip with about a 3 Tetris lead against Radmir. Both players are clean, so we're going to be trading about between a 2 and 3 Tetris lead here.
Johann hits the S-spin. He got a long bar in for a Tetris. Johann at 220. Pixel Andy at 407, 184,000 point lead for your top seed of this Group H bracket. He is the overwhelming favorite based on the ELO sheets there. He was ranked at, I think, about, it was like 60 or 70% for winning the group. It's a very high number based on the ratings of everyone else. So we'll see if he can bring that to fruition. Meanwhile, at the top, Laser Monkey at 288, Radmir at 232. They're going to war. Laser Monkey trying to survive a little bit longer. Radmir would love to close it out and head to the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Laser's going to try his best to bring it. He is a competitor. And Yeah, I think he definitely has the power to bring this back here in the reverse in this first winners round. Yep. So Phillip with about a 53,000 point lead for Phillip, and meanwhile, Pixelandy and Johann are in the transition. We'll see if Johann can close this gap or if Pixelandy is going to run away with it.
Level 20 now for Johann as he builds up. 329 for him, 511 for Pixelandy. Andy is looking to get that right side open. Oh man, what a tap to get that J all the way left. Unbelievable how quick his tapping has become. Former Dash star Pixelandy. He was doing those great things with Dash. He's even better now with tap. Truly dangerous opponent at this stage of the game. When we get to 19 plus, he is tremendous. And there we go. Continues on to score. 594 for Andy. 370 for Johann. Meanwhile, at the top, they are getting set to hit 100 lines. Radmir 337. Phillip at 410. As a Lombard is a Tetris for Phillip. He'll go to 432. Radmir at 338 still, but he's in a mini drought.
Yeah, Laser Monkey kind of garnering a bit of a lead up top, near 100,000 point lead with some Tetrises. Well, we'll see. They're trading Tetrises, each with some pretty good stacking here up top. Meanwhile, Johann's going to need to... Ooh, he gets the right piece. He's going to get the long bar.
He's gonna hang things to the left. He's trying to hold out for that long bar, but he's in a drought, and that'll do it. He is done at 434. And the underdog story for this one has momentarily come to an end. Pixelandy at 648 has done it, gets the sweep, and we'll move on to the next round. GG's.
Yeah, Johann isn't out of it yet. It is double elim, so that underdog story is still in the cards here. So we'll see what Johann could bring against the loser of Laser and Radmir here up top.
Two of them still batting loud. Laser Monkey right now, good score, 532 for him. Radmir at 420 as we approach the 19 plus, and there it is. Radmir has changed over. So Radmir down 108,000 points. Look at the catch, so he can also wrap this one up in 3. And face Pixelandy. The winner of this will meet Andy in the next round. The loser will play Johann for the elimination game.
Okay, Laser transitions with a pretty strong score here at about 555,000 transition. Meanwhile, Radmir is actually ahead on lines too by over 10 lines. So pretty good position here for Laser Monkey going into the transition.
Nice double there, and another double for Radmir as he clears out that right side. Down 82,000 points. But when we get to the 19 plus, oh, look at those. Oh, man, a couple of misdrops there, and try to go for a tuck with a T. Missed that, too. So Laser Monkey now at 638 has a bunch of holes to clear out. Radmir is clean, and he's scoring, Chen. 583 for Radmir, 641 for Phillip. And he is digging out, though, so he's staying alive. That is the most important thing right now. Just try to stay alive and then get this board situated. He is a good tapper. Once he can get this board cleaned up, then he can get back into the mindset of scoring because Radmir is chasing this down. 35,000 point difference. And here's a Tetris in to bring it down to 8,000 now. Ooh, Chen, this is getting tight.
Yeah, we got a banger here between these two, Radmir and Laser Monkey. Radmir looking to close the gap. Laser Monkey is still a little bit behind on lines, so and he is back to a comfortable board state, so maybe he can continue to start scoring here in just a moment and keep that lead he has. Ooh, some interesting pieces here. I actually kind of like how he handled it so far.
Yeah, he goes with a nice little adjustment of the L piece to accommodate for the long bar in the middle. Gets the Tetris as a reward, and then you can see the misdrops there, kind of misrotated the line bar perhaps. Or if he was trying to set up a burn, a flat, that didn't work out. And you can see, look at him go. He's trying to tap with his heart everything over. It is tremendous to watch as he continues to fight on. We go to level 25 for him. Radmir's on 26. Radmir's up by 50,000 points.
Yeah, Radmir did get the lead here. About a Tetris and a half because Tetrises are worth more here. It's going to come down to the wire here, Kingsman.
It really is, and you see Radmir got to close up that right side. He's got a Z piece kind of blocking his right well, but he's finding the ways to clear it out. Oh man, what a tap of the T. That square helps. He got to get the Lombard for Tetris. Radmir now an 80,000 point lead, heading into 27 as he's about to approach 28. Another one. He's starting to put a stamp on it, but Laser Monkey with a dirty Tetris to stay alive. 81,000 points of difference. Not a dirty Tetris for Laser Monkey as he continues on. He's hanging on by threads. Radmir looking to open up that right side. He'll do it with the L. We're on level 28. It is a 10-line difference between the two. Another dirty Tetris for Phillip. He has had 52,000 behind. Radmir is only got one more line to go. Let's see what he wants to do. He's trying to hold out for a line bar, Chen.
Oh, it's not coming.
Can he get it? Can he get it? He's in a drought. No, he's done. At 48,000, the Laser Monkey has only got 4 more lines to go.
Oh,
he
can
set
still
up. Clear one. He's got himself down the middle.
Oh, what? He skipped the Tetris.
He passed up on it. He gets one, but he knew it. He knew that he had to get the kill screen, and he got it. The kill screen line is enough for Laser Monkey. Oh, the foresight by him to know that he had to keep the center wheel open. He had the Tetris earlier, but he knew he needed to build a little more, and he's got it. What a job by Laser Monkey. And he stays alive, 2-1. GG's.
Laser Monkey with a prayer. Probably realized his mistake after it happened. If he skipped that Tetris and lost, that would have been tragic. But fortunately, another long bar was like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me throw you another one. That was, yeah, you're ready for it. Here, have the long bar. Hits the long bar, gets one line, takes him into a lead. Great game there from Laser.
Truly outstanding from both of them, to be honest. Radmir held in the whole time as well, too. He was waiting for that one more long bar, Chen, for Radmir. He was in a drought. You see that he's got an 18-piece drought before he topped out. He was set up for the long bar. All he needed was just one, and this would be a different story right now. We would be looking at Radmir moving on to place Andy, but right now we're going to go to a game 4.
All right. Yeah, kind of get a better mix here for some reason. I don't know why apparently the game sounds are being kind of weird today, so I didn't change anything. Something's up, but all right, get these game sounds back in and we'll hop back into it. Both players are ready. Let's do it.
All right, so both players are ready to go.
I just counted down the other game. Hopefully they weren't warming up in there.
Well, hopefully. Well, nobody's going to know anyway. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We're going to get this one going. So here it is. Game number 4 now. What an exciting game 3 that was. The Laser Monkey, Phillip, whatever you want to call him, he survives to fight another day with a kill screen line to stay alive. Chen was pointing out he passed up on a Tetris, whether he meant to do that because maybe he was trying to set up for 2. Could be the thought, because maybe he didn't know the difference in score. He thought maybe I had to set up for 2 Tetrises just in case. And obviously, the meta now is that players that go into kill screen are setting up center well, Chen, to optimize the opportunity of when you build up that high and that speed. If you can get a couple of long bars, you can get some kill screen Tetrises, and that is the difference.
Right, that is a good point to bring up. If that is the reason he passed a Tetris, that actually is a very smart reason, considering it was so close, and maybe it did help him ensure that extra line. So that's something I'm going to have to look back on and maybe check in the replay after. But Laser looking to bring it to a decider here. He is already with a small lead, and Radmir has to do some burns.
So 78,000 now for the Laser Monkey, 56,000 for Radmir. Radmir going to need some really good taps to get it. Oh, man, a little bit of a miss drop there with the L. And he's going to put the line bar vertical. That is dangerous. He gets a spin of the S. And that's it. Radmir is done at 58,000. He gives the gift to Laser Monkey. And Phillip will take this one and send it to the decider. GG's.
Yeah. Going to Deciderville here between Laser Monkey and Radmir. I feel like we're going to have a great game here. What do you think, Kingsman?
I think we're going to have an outstanding finish here. Jonas in the chat made a great point. He said, after a game like that, what we just saw in game 3, it becomes tough to focus after that. You play so hard, and, it's a hard-fought battle going into high speeds like that. And then to come back so quick to play a game 4, sometimes you get out of also. So maybe that's what happened to Radmir there.
Oh wait, I think the players were talking on my scene, so apparently I put up the wrong volume. But anyways, Okay, Laser Monkey is ready. Radmir is ready. We're gonna hop into this decider.
All right, let's hop into this decider, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a good one. So the countdown has begun. First decider of the day for us on this channel, Beast and Chen. 3, 2, 1, Tetris, let's go! And they both start off with squares. And that is where the line gets drawn now. This is where it all comes down to this. Players looking to advance. One will move on and take on the favorite, Pixelandy. The loser will move on to take on the standard of Classic Tetris and Johann from Brazil. So we will see whose fate is met.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we're going to have a great match here. And see, just for the sake of entertainment, hopefully it's neck and neck the whole way.
I would absolutely hope so. If we can get a similar game as we saw in game number 3, I think the entertainment value will be skyrocketing here. All of you viewers watching right now are in for a treat. These two have gone to war, and they are primed to give us a show. And I was just informed by the stats team earlier. We were talking about Pixelandy as being the favorite. Obviously, now the odds have changed a little bit now with Sodium's performance in the top part of the bracket. Now the stats are showing Pixelandy is the favorite by 50%. Sodium's stock has increased to 25%. So we could be on a road to seeing a clash there. That'll be a lot of fun. So the score check for these guys. It is 124 for Radmir, 85,000 for Laser. Tetris in for Laser Monkey. Keeping this to a 16,000 point differential at the moment. And Radmir is going to look to try to get that right side fixed up. He's going to get a T here to help. And he's got clean, and there's a Tetris in. So 152 for Radmir. Laser Monkey 155. A very even score. Line count, very similar. Just one difference. So as Chen was mentioning, this has got the makings of a good one if everything can keep going this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think both players kind of getting warmed up here. Maybe got some nerves out of the way, got those 18 top outs out of the way. Let's see if they can bring a good game 5. See how they play when it's on the line here. Moving on. Yeah, advancing through this winner's bracket is important. You have to play some more games going through the loser's bracket, so being able to advance earlier is going to be much. It's going to allow you to be much more comfortable moving on throughout this group.
And here we go. Nice T for a double on the right side for Radmir. It's a triple down to help bring this board a little bit safer. Oh, they were tied evenly for a moment there, Jen, for literally a split second. 209 was the tying score. It was tremendous to watch. Somebody could have pushed down and would take the lead.
All right, so one Tetris lead, yeah. One Tetris lead here for Laser. Clean boards for both. I guess, yeah, Radmir wants to fill out his left a little bit more so that he can just burn pretty much anything on the right and feel comfortable. And Radmir drops Tetris.
So here we go. We are past the halfway marker of this level 18 game 5 decider. One of these two players will advance to the winners round and will play the number 1 seed in this bracket, Pixelandy. The loser will face Johann in the loser side, which will be an elimination game. One of them will be finished. So we will see where this falls. 271 for Radmir, 327 for Laser. It's a 55,000 point lead, but on this level 18, at this portion of the game, not too far out of reach. Plenty of lines still to go, and Radmir's got a nice board here, Chen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Radmir with a nicer board than Phillip here. Phillip has a column 3 on a bit of a drought and looking for that long bar, taking some smart burns, but not really a comfortable state right now.
Yeah, both of them are, struggling a little bit now at this portion of the game to get their board situated. So this is the part where they're really relying on their tapping ability to be able to move pieces left and right into very difficult spots. DAS players at that height would be a little bit more of a difficult sense to get it all taken care of. But the tapping that these two have, they are tremendous and are proving that they can stay alive. And as you can see there, Laser Monkey's got out of his mess. He's at 349. Radmir working on trying to get out. He's in a bit of a drought. Lombard does come, so not too shabby there. And he's just about ready to get that right side open. 334 for Radmir, and he's working on top of a row 2 hole.
Yeah, Laser Monkey's going to have to take a triple here. And he'll probably opt for this one row up. I'm kind of curious. We'll see what he does here. And... okay, he's taking a few burns. Fills out the left. And
could have taken a triple there to open up his hole, but as you mentioned, looks like he just wants to build on top of that row 1 that he has. So, getting close to transition here, Chen. He wants to get the optimal points before we head over there.
There
got the lead.
Perfect.
And there we go. And he cleans it up. Oh, the perfect transfer to well there. There it is. Level 19s for both. This is it, Chen. It's time. One of them is going to move on to the winner's side. The other will move to the losers. Who's it going to be? Let's find out.
Yeah, there's so much on the line here for this CTWC. Let's see who can advance, who can bring it right here, right now. Radmir is behind by 86,000 points, so he's going to have to drop some Tetrises to get caught up here.
Radmir's got holes to dig out of right now, but low enough that it's okay. Laser Monkey now with a 109,000 point lead. 509 for the Laser Monkey, 402 for Radmir. He is just looking to stay clean. He's actually even in lines now. He's not behind any longer after having to dig out, but he's got it fixed. Oh, Laser Monkey, though, slight trouble going on at this portion of the board. This is a very hairy situation right now.
Hairy indeed. Not to be confused with Harry Hong, just Harry as in he's got some trouble going on here on Laser's side. Looking to burn it down here. Oh, he might go dirty.
And the same for Radmir because Radmir's going to be done! He couldn't get out of the dig at the top. He had to cover as well and made a gap on the left. And then he was trying to get out, but could not. And he's finished at 409. The Laser Monkey, 536. Survives game number 5. He'll move on to take on Pixel Andy.
Yeah.
GG.
See a bit of relief there in Laser Monkey to advance to the next round. His next opponent is no slouch, though. He's going to have to go up against Pixel Andy here in just a moment, Kingsman.
I know, this is absolutely going to be a stellar match you're going to get. It is the Laser Monkey and Pixel Andy going toe-to-toe. And then in the loser side, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get Radmir. This is now a crucial bout for our 4 players. The 2 at the top will look to advance. The winner will move on and play Sodium Overdose in the next round of the winner's side. The losers on the bottom, one of them will be out of the tournament. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out next.
All right, looks like all these players are getting ready. Maybe we can get a simul countdown for everybody. All right, let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time now. The countdown has begun. This epic bout about to take place. Who's going to survive on the bottom? Who will move on the top? It's time. Let's go. Tremendous bout about to take place. Should be fun matches up. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see if Phillip can challenge Andy, who is the favorite of this group. He's going to have to play consistent because Andy already looking pretty consistent in his games against Johann. So we'll see if we can see some max outs from Laser to bring it here to Andy up top.
So ELO predictions here, as we mentioned before, Pixel Andy is rated number 11th in the world with an 1857 power ranking of ELO here. He is the favorite to win this matchup against Laser Monkey, who is at a 56 ELO rank, 1660 rating score. 76% in favor of Andy for this one. But again, Chen, we play the matches online. We don't play them on paper. Laser Monkey can give Andy a fight of life.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, anything can happen in versus Tetris at every level. People are going to have early top outs, so that's part of the excitement of watching competitive Tetris is the volatility of it, and the fact that anyone could beat anyone on a given day. So best of 5 makes it a little harder, but it's possible, and that's one reason even Johann has potential, to take games off these people and really show that he's here to win.
And they're gonna get this going on. 115 here for Andy, 144 for Laser Monkey. On the bottom here, you got Radmir 104, Johann at 85,000. Ooh, Radmir with a bit of an interesting board up at the top there. He's got like a Z kind of sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to... Oh, I think he tried to do a nice little T-tuck there. He's in some trouble here.
Yeah, it's definitely in a lot of trouble. He's got the tapping that can help him, but you're going to need some good pieces to get out of that. That T is going to create another hole. And, he taps him with the long part to the left side. That is a really, really fast tap. Now he's made a wall, and he's got hangerangs all over the place, and he's going to give it up. He's done at 115, and Johann came right back at the end. 134, Johann's on the board with the win. He'll take game number 1. GG's. And, oh, man, Laser Monkey has topped out at the top as well. Ooh, I was looking at the bottom board. We didn't see what happened, but Laser Monkey, it looks like same situation. Got too high and could not get out. Andy has taken game 1 there. GG's.
Some early gimmies for both Andy and Johann. Johann throwing the fist pump up. Every win counts. He's feeling it. He's got the energy. Let's see if he can bring it into game 2 here. And once all the players are ready, we'll hop into game 2. Got some fist pumps in the chat. Like to see it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. everybody loves a good fist pump.
Okay, all the players are ready. Well, Andy looking like he's trying to hit the ready. There it is.
You've got to extend that arm out to get that ready going. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get a countdown going. 3, 2, 1, Tetris at the bottom, 3, 2, 1, Tetris at the top. So simul starts for both. Simul top outs on the left side. Early days now for both that they begin to build. So as mentioned, Andy is the overwhelming favorite here, 76% chance according to the ELO ranking sheets to win this one. Johann up 1-0. We'll take a look and see where he sits. I believe this is the first time matchup for Johann and Radmir. Do not recall them playing a match previously. Yeah, this is the first time that they will be facing each other. A little bit more of a closer matchup in ranking here. Radmir 115 in the ELO ranks, Johann at 155. Radmir is the slight favorite with a 61% chance of taking this one, but Johann already with the early gift from Radmir is on the board, and that's exactly where he would like to be. Radmir going with a left well strat at the moment, and he's in a bit of a, oh man, he had to use the J on the left side to stay alive while he was in a drought. And now he's looking for some help. It's a J for a long bar dependency. He's got holes all over, another drought again, but they get a long bar in and a double. Meanwhile, Laser Monkey also slight trouble, but looks like he's going to get maybe a square piece. That would be so ideal, but not going to come. Did open up the right side perfectly. There's a Tetris. Laser Monkey at 89,000. Andy, again, cruise control, 164 for him. He has really been looking so crisp today, Chen.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was trying to get some sound things figured out here for these scenes. Apparently some of the game sounds were a little loud. But, okay, yeah. Radmir with a nice 5 wide on the left well here. Interesting, he should be able to accommodate most pieces. And fortunately gets those 2 Tetrises, so you can probably transfer back to the right and find a cover zone there. Johann with a nice lead. Go ahead.
Yeah, he was playing, very much high on that right side, and then trying to use the left side for the burns and scores. Almost bit him back for a little bit because he was getting into some trouble, but that tapping of his was able to prove efficient and was able to eventually get out. Now you see, as you mentioned, he's got the transfer well back to the right side. That is the optimized area for scoring. Good score check for all guys. Round 158 for the Laser Monkey, 266 for Pixelandy. On the bottom, Radmir has taken the lead back at 186. Johann at 185. Close one there, but Johann going to have to dig a little bit here about next box level.
Yeah, absolutely. Johann has some burning to do. Radmir set up to score and maybe continue to get a bit of a lead here on this bottom game. And yeah, Andy with about 130,000 point lead now, bringing it to Phillip here, aka Laser Monkey, and we'll see if Laser can close that gap.
And Johann with a bit of a fist pump there as he got out of a dig and he got a score in. It is Tetris in for both. Johann has taken the lead now, but they're basically just trading that lead out on the bottom. So very good match, evenly played for the moment here. They are just exchanging lead throughout this first half of 18. On the top there, Andy continues to keep the hold of the lead, over 110,000 points, adds another Tetris to get to 132,000 point differential between the two. 258, now make it 260 for the Laser Monkey, 368 for Pixelandy.
Yeah, we still have a bit of the 18Ks to go through, so hopefully Laser Monkey can close that gap before the transition so that they're a little more even on this post-transition. But knowing Pixelandy here, he's not going to let off the gas. He's probably going to have some clean play and maintain this lead, so we'll see what happens here. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Johann with some interesting placements, but actually looking poised to burn this down and hopefully playing a little dirty there. Got that row 4 glaring at him, so hopefully he can burn that down and get back to the right.
And you can see he's got that hole there, so eventually if he opens it up, he's going to look to try to do it so that he can optimize the score to get that right side ready for Tetrising, and good L burn followed by a nice J flat. And there you go. Johann is back in at 321. He's down 47,000 as Radmir has finally gotten things under control. But Johann will slam a Tetris, so it's just a little over a Tetris difference between the two at the moment as they'll exchange the points back and forth. We are getting set for 19 plus transitions. At the top here, the Laser Monkey's still trailing, but he's eaten that deficit down. At one point, he was down 120,000 points. Now he's brought it down to 67,000 as Andy, for the first time, Chen, we see him in a little bit of a dig. He's been pretty much clean most of the way in all these matches.
Yeah, good chance for Phil to get caught up here, but Phillip actually has to do some digging himself, and Andy is already cleaned up, so Phillip was able to kind of bring it back a few Tetrises in his favor. Meanwhile, at bottom, Radmir has transitioned, and Johann is going to transition in about 6 lines. Pretty close game still.
Yeah, and Radmir had a bit of a kind of like a jutted out J on the left side there, and he's been working on trying to fill it through this first portion of level 19 action. Johann will transition with a Tetris afterwards, so that's exactly what you would like to see when you go into transition, get those extra 1,000 points or so as you go in. 445 for Johann, 475 for Radmir, who gets a double up high. Now he needs something to that left side to get the J to burn a double. And we are on transitions on level 20 at the top as well. So transitions are flying. Everybody's on the same level screens. Blues all around until Radmir hits the green level of 21. Oh, man, interesting maneuver by Radmir.
Yeah.
As that has now just made his board a little tricky. And we're up a little high here, Shen. Let's see if we can get out of this.
Yeah, okay, that triple is really nice for that L piece. It's either that or the long bar was necessary at that point. And he's kind of bringing it down. He seems to have the speed to do it. No matter your speed, though, it's getting tricky. Real tricky here.
Yeah, and he is going to run out of real estate room, and that's it. He's done at 497. So Johann at 467 has a chance here to take a 2-0 lead as he is now on level 22, and he's playing safe. He is known as the standard of Classic Tetris. He doesn't do anything flashy. He plays the game the way it's intended. Very neat, very clean. And that's all he needs to do. He needs to do a standard line out. He's got plenty of room to do it. Less than 20,000 points for Johann to take game 2. We'll see if he can do it. Meanwhile, at the top, the war continues. Andy slams a Tetris to go to 712. The Laser Monkey at 665. And he's got the right side closed. He needs something to the left side. Gets a square to help. He's reopened that right. Now he needs a long bar. It'll only be a triple, though. Take a triple first. Johann, meanwhile, less than 10,000. He needs 10,000 points to take it. He's at 46. And he hits it with a Tetris. Johann has got game number 2 and will take a 2-0 lead. Meanwhile, at the top, the war is still on. Andy, a 94,000 point lead at 781. Beautiful J spin to keep the well open. And he's going to lay this J flat. Laser Monkey, meanwhile, desperately trying to open up column 2. And he can't get the right pieces to do it. Goes to level 27. He's down under 100,000 points. There's column 2 open. Oh, he's going to hang it. And he misses. He kicked us the other line bar. He's missed it twice. And he can't get it a third time. Oh no. The Laser Monkey. He had the opportunity. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And he misses it. And Andy's 862 is very strong to take game 2. GG.
That was tragic. Happens to the best of us. We know everyone is there sometimes with the nerves, missing that eyepiece twice. But he having to do it 3 times, unfortunately. I think the third time might have just been, it was a difficult tab to make in general. But unfortunate there for Laser Monkey. I was feeling it. All right, so Andy is ahead 2-0, and Johann is actually ahead 2-0 after that win as well.
Yeah, so both players on the right side are in the driver's seat. Your players on the left in the hot seat. Especially Radmir on the left. He is in scalding water. He's trying to hype himself up there, Chen, because he knows that if he cannot get it done in this game 3, his CTWC dream will be over.
Got an interesting chat in currently because we have some Russians here rooting for Radmir, and then we have the Latin American community rooting for Johann. So interesting chat, a nice clash. Love to see it.
Indeed, when you got that international flavor going on, it is tremendous to watch. It's akin to what you see in mainstream sports with, soccer fanatics, football, of course, known as across the globe. You root for your countrymen. You root for your country. You root for your team. And that's what you're seeing right here at the bottom. You're seeing it at the chat. They are rooting on for Radmir of Russia. They are rooting on for Johann of Brazil. That's why this CTWC 2020, Chen, is the best one of all time, because now you really have the international flavor of all these countries coming together. All fans around the world can now celebrate and root on their players that they want to see win. Truly the greatest CTWC of all time we are witnessing now.
Yeah, absolutely. The CTWC is shaping up to be so cool, especially with all these matches, double elim. You really get to build a story for every player here going into the top 8, such as Sam Finch kind of surprising everybody, and I'm so excited to see how these groups finish up and how the top 8 really does shape out. So meanwhile, we have about a Tetris lead here for Laser Monkey to start things off, and a 2 Tetris lead here for Radmir, who is on the cusp of his tournament elimination.
So, yeah, this is where Radmir's got to really buckle down. He's really got to play pretty much the way he was playing against Laser. The first 2 games that he was up against Laser Monkey, he played really well. Obviously, that game 3 ended up being the turning point for Radmir, as he ended up just falling short. Laser Monkey's kill screen line to take game 3 had definitely changed the atmosphere. Radmir not able to recover after that, had an early top out in game 4 against Laser Monkey. Then game 5 they went into some transition action, but ever since then he's got 5 straight losses here for Radmir. So one more and he's finished.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we did see some great games from Radmir in the first set against Laser Monkey, so he can definitely bring this back against Johann, who is the underdog here, and Johann must be feeling good after taking these first wins here in the CTWC.
Yeah, you can see he's definitely playing much calmer there. no, don't take anything away from Pixel Andy's performance. It was very dominant, including that game number 1. He came out and made a huge statement, Chen, almost 400,000 point differential between the two in game number 1 for Johann and Andy. But since then, Johann has been kind of getting it together in this new set against Radmir. He got an early gift in game number 1, Radmir with an early top out. So Johann took advantage of that, came back strong for game 2, had to do a little chase down, and got it done. And here we are for game number 3. He is on the verge of making it into the next round of the loser side. Score checks around. Laser Monkey at 289. Andy hits the Tetris to go to 370. It's 79,000 point lead up top. On the bottom, 346 for Radmir to 280 on Johann. It's a 66,000 lead. Johann will cut it down a little bit with the Tetris in. Radmir working on top of a row 2 solution. There's a Lombard, there's a Tetris. 370 now for Radmir. 305 for Johann, who's looking to kind of fix his board up a little bit.
Here, Radmir with a nice comfortable lead, approaching this 100 line mark. And meanwhile, Pixel Andy and Phillip are very close up top. Laser, they both just drop a Tetris, but Andy is going to have to take some burns here to get back to being Tetris ready. He does so pretty quickly.
Andy has just been, pretty solid here. We were talking, Chen, the first time we saw a little bit of sign of trouble, he got out of it within seconds. And ever since, he's played flawless, to be honest here. I haven't really had to comment too much on Andy because, Chen, he's playing the game optimally.
Right.
He's scoring high each time we go to transition. He is playing near flawless as we get to 19 plus, and his opponents have really felt the wrath of Pixel Andy today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the ticket to being one of the best players, is that consistent high-level play, consistent max outs, and the fact that we aren't really seeing many errors from Pixel Andy just shows how good of a player he is. Meanwhile, Radmir was pretty happy with one of his Tetrises there, as he was getting a little dirty there for a moment, but he is still playing one row up and probably will transfer it back down to the bottom when he gets a good chance to be efficient there.
Yeah, he has a good lead right now. He's up 148,000 points to Johann. It's 521 for Radmir, 373 for Johann. They are approaching the 19 plus transition. Meanwhile, at the top, they have already, Andy's already transitioned at 547. There's Laser Monkey. He's transitioned now at 508. So Laser Monkey looking to try to steal one if he can against Andy here. Will need to do it now because he's down 2-0. A loss here will send him down to the loser side of the bracket. Andy will move on and face Sodium Overdose in the winners semifinal.
Tough situation up top here for Phillip. He's going to need some good pieces.
Yeah, he would have loved that J one piece sooner. Oh man, that T's gonna hang. Can he get something else to that right side? No, he cannot. And that'll do it. 5-18 is Laser Monkey's final score. Andy, he gets his own little fist pump, and he is now defeated Laser Monkey, and we'll move on to the winners semifinal and have his match with there you go. That's what I say. That was a match with Sodium Overdose, but Chen giving me that prompt. You know what that means. Radmir's topped out at 546, so Johann is down 101,000 points. Can the Brazilian underdog close it out in game number 3 and advance to the tournament? This is his opportunity. He's got plenty of runway to do it, Chen. 93,000 to catch. He needs 94,000 to win. The score to chase for Johann is 547 to win and advance.
Yeah, this is a golden opportunity for our underdog here. See if we can take advantage of it. And I think, like you were saying, he's pretty good at just keeping it nice and easy. And he's got enough of a runway here to kind of take advantage of that playstyle.
So here he is, setting up. Playing very safe. He doesn't need to get Tetrises. He's at 40,000. Nice double here. He is playing what we call standard play. This is what he's known for. He is the standard of Tetris. He doesn't do anything flashy. He will take his time. hoping for some pieces here.
Mhm.
It's that T will absolutely help there. All Radmir can do is watch. Sometimes we say when you're in this position, this is like a 1,000 cuts. Where you're just sitting there and you can't do anything. We are getting close there. 17,780 points is what Johann needs to tie. We're on level 27. A J double gets him closer. He only needs 13,000 points, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if you can handle it.
J, not very kind. He is only now 5,200 points away from meeting Radmir. Can he get that? Yes, he gets the J over. Oh, man, this is tense moments, ladies and gentlemen. 220 point. One more line should do it. The double has done it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And Johann, yeah, he's got it. He's got the fist pump. He is so hyped, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it. The underdog story of this tournament has done it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and Johann sweeps Radmir and ends Radmir's run for CTWC 2020, and the standard of Classic Tetris will move on in the tournament. GG.